The craziest things found by airport security. Hello everyone, welcome back to Orbit Media. Before continuing, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends, and be sure to watch until the end. Each of us has things we cannot live without. A journey to the other side of the world would be impossible without them: gadgets, books, accessories. We want to take so much with us. For many people, packing usually means stress and trying to fit as much stuff in the hand luggage as possible. Well, some people use suitcases for completely different purposes. For example, some people try to smuggle rare animals or items of value. Today we will tell you about unexpected things that custom officers found in the belongings of passengers around the world. People in suitcases. We all sometimes joke about smuggling a loved one in a suitcase or going traveling with a cat. There's so much, but what may be an innocent joke for some people may be the only way to find a better life for others. In 2015, this boy, who at that time was only 8 years old, was discovered by the Spanish customs officer in his suitcase. A 19-year-old girl agreed to smuggle him across the Moroccan-Spanish border for a large sum of money. The family tried to move the kid to Europe from Sweden, a small autonomous Spanish city on the northern coast of Africa. The problem was that the parents had permission to enter Europe while the boy didn't. Thankfully, the story ended well, and due to special circumstances, the child was granted a Spanish residence permit. However, his father still had to face charges for neglecting the health of the child and some other offenses. This other guy also decided to risk an illegal trip by plane for a rather sad reason. He tried to escape from his native country. The poor fellow decided that he could easily pass through all the stages of customs control hiding in his suitcase. He was helped by a fellow friend who put the unfortunate guy into a huge suitcase before checking him in as his luggage at the airport of capital of Peru. Perhaps this ingenious plan could have worked. However, at some point the friend suddenly started panicking and couldn't hide it. So the officers at the airport had no choice but to ask him to show the contents of his luggage. The nervous guy began to look for excuses, but of course he could not say no to the law enforcement officers. The poor man hiding in a suitcase was discovered, and the two friends had to go to the law enforcement officers for a good talk. A collection of smartphones. Not all smugglers transport illicit substances across borders. Some are far more creative. This guy, for example, was detained by Chinese border guards when he tried to smuggle 94 iPhones into the country. He did not carry them in a suitcase but strapped them on his own body with duct tape. The way he walked betrayed this unfortunate smuggler. His back was perfectly straight and all his movements were to constrain. The customs officers decided to check his hand luggage just in case, finding nothing illegal there. The guy was asked to go through the metal detector, and at that moment his ingenious plan was revealed. Photos released by customs authorities showed dozens of neatly wrapped shiny iPhones strapped around the man's chest, abdomen, crotch, and thighs. Their total value was estimated at almost $50,000. The guy was probably planning to make a lot of money. The thing is that he tried to travel to mainland China from Hong Kong, where prices for Apple devices are much lower. That is why today the black market of popular gadgets is thriving in China. Unusual mattresses. Europe has been suffering from a global migration crisis since the spring of 2015. The situation in many African countries became so unstable that their citizens began to cross the Mediterranean Sea and other borders of southern Europe to get to the other continent. Some of the refugees get really desperate in their attempts, like the people in the video. They were also trying to pass a Spanish checkpoint inside the mattresses. Of course, that's where their journey ended. Secret shoes. Some women prefer shoes with high platforms to those with elegant heels, as they are more comfortable. Turns out these shoes are not only made for walking. This young woman was getting on a flight from Belgium to Colombia when the customs officers found 180 pounds in her shoes. The money was found in the luggage of the passenger, who was presumably involved in drug trafficking. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Have a great day and a fantastic one.